Hi there. I see that a couple of you are already in. Let me know that you can hear me. Let me go to studio mode here. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Because I've got Blair, Sniper Boofy, and Nick. There it is. Okay. So I'm going to try to get this to cooperate with me where I'm vertical and horizontal. Is that this? No. Hi Jason, you can hear me loud and clear. Okay, like too loud or is it good? I'm trying to get it to show. Let me go out of YouTube and try. So I can see the horizontal chat, but I'm trying to get to where I can see the vertical chat. Hey, Ian is a weirdo. How are you doing? Hey, Lexi. Okay, so this is the ripple blanket. You can see I've worked on it quite a bit. I've got, I believe, 12 rows. But yeah, okay, it's perfect. Okay, so I found a lot of settings I didn't know. Hi, Magic Frog. I found a lot of, well, that's good information, Nick. My dad is also deaf in one ear. I'm trying to get to my vertical so I don't miss the vertical convo like I did last time. So I'm working on that. And then I figured out a lot of settings, so I should not have the problems I had with echo. So we should be good. Okay, we're giving this a shot. Yes, I'm in the vertical now. Hi, Renee. Hi, Naomi. Okay, I've got the horizontal over on my computer, and I've got the vertical here. So if you were wondering why I was, yes, this is gorgeous yarn. Let me get the ball. So I did some new measurements because I am concerned that these two balls are not going to be big enough. I mean, there's a lot of yardage. A lot of yardage. So this is what it is. Oops. Color on the halo. Your inspirations. Trying to keep it. Hi, Renee and Naomi. I said hi to both of you. Let me make sure I'm seeing all chat. Top messages. All messages. Okay. So, this is Colorama Halo. This was gifted to me by Deb Morgana, and I told her that my purpose was going to be to make a Boggy Creek blanket. So, this pattern I'm using is Camille's Creations. This is her ripple blanket, and this is considered a bulky 5, but you can see it's like not a major bulky 5. Like it's Aran weight is what I would call it. ARAN. This color is called Snapdragon, and this is what it looks like. This is my little cake holder, so it spins around so I can outside pull, but I got the yarn underneath it, so I'm glad I did that. So I like to outer pull with cakes like this. It just makes it easier. Let's see, Nick. Hi, Arity. Hi, Mima Dawn. Hi, Andy. Okay, getting the feel. I think have I acknowledged everyone? If I did not acknowledge you, I apologize because I am trying to keep track of 2 chats. Most of you, a majority of you are in the horizontal. A couple of you are in the vertical. Sniper Boofy came over to the vertical. How you doing? I saw your comment today really late about my nails. That you had never seen this pattern. It's because it's really old. I think it's about 4 years old. This side came out kind of blackish, and this side came out kind of silverish. I don't know. They're moons, though. Moons and stars. And the thumb. Yeah, so the thumbnail, you can see it the best. There, it's trying to focus. Sorry. But the reason you couldn't find it in your mom's stash is because it's really old. It's really, really old. At a minimum 3 years old, but I think it could be as many as 6 years old. So yeah. So that's answering. I did find, for some reason it wasn't showing me your comment in in another. Oh, you went to the horizontal. Okay. That's cool, Naomi. Whatever is easiest. I just want to make sure that I'm trying to acknowledge both. I'm glad everybody's saying hi to Ian is Weirdo. If you did not know, Ian is Weirdo has a Halloween, so a crochet along for Halloween, and they've already made the coolest patterns. And I'm thinking I'm going to have to make the hi Timmy, how are you? The Star Trek shirt for my 17-year-old stepdaughter, because she's super into the OG Star Trek. Like she says Captain Kirk all the way. She's wrong in my opinion, but but I'm a Trekkie and that's okay. But anyway, that's one of the patterns, and I believe that is actually on Hook That Yarn Crystal, right, Ian? But you made the Star Trek symbol, the kind of V symbol. I can't quite do it, but anyway. Oh yeah, Color Street's been around a long time. So there's two chats. Yes, so there's one in the vertical and one in the horizontal. And I do, so on my computer, I can't reply on my computer. I can reply in the vertical. But I'm staying in, this is called Streamlabs. This, and Andy Crafty Witch 232 told me about it. Thank you, so that I could stream to both. Oh, Jason, I know. You have yeah, I have the that's what you don't know me ringtone. That's funny. Yeah, that's from Zedge, my ringtone. Oh, you're an OG Star Trek girl too. All right, Magic Frog. All right. I need your help on the, oh yeah. Sometimes you have to do some adjustments afterwards on a live stream, Timmy, that's for sure. And Naomi saying aloha. You head home tomorrow. Oh, that was a short trip. I hope you're enjoying. Oh, you know what? I meant to make you what's called an approved user, Nick, and I neglected to do it. Is any... Ooh, hi, Bud. The Bud Files. Hi, Renee. The kids' Starfleet uniforms. Oh, you've done that for Halloween. Okay. Did you do different colored shirts, or were they all the same colored shirts, Renee? That's in the vertical. Oh, the Star Trek shirt is so cool. It is. It's so crystal. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're the insignia. That's the word I couldn't think of. The communicator, the thing you... Oh, hi, Izzy. How are you? And Sonia. Like I said, I'm trying to keep up with both these chats. And yes, I'm trying to make sure I acknowledge everybody. Oh, happy birthday, Sniper Boofy. That's exciting. He's over in the vertical. He's going back and forth, I think. But I know, oh, wasn't fun, but it was healing. Okay. Yeah, so if you're an OG, go check that out. It's Ina's Weirdo and Hook That Yarn, Crystal with a C. They're working together on the Cal, C-A-L-O-ween, so Crochet Along Halloween. And they've got a few different things. Am I buffering for anybody else? I'm getting that question. So yeah, I haven't put a single stitch on this, but I wanted to talk more about the yarn and to make sure I'm talking to everybody. Oh, good. Yeah, you need more than one most of the time. Yes, say hi. Naomi just said hi, happy birthday to you, Sniper Boofy. Naomi's over in the horizontal. Red ones for leadership. Yes, okay, so you were all red. There was a little quiz that Renee said that she did red ones for leadership. So her family was all red uniforms, red shirts. I love all these collaborations. Yes, they're fun collaborations. Collaborations are a blast. For those of you who don't know, I have one coming up in December. I know that's forever away. But it's with Live Fantastical, Michelle and Cheyenne. Live Fantastical, is Maribel what you would like to be called, Magic Frog? Or am I connecting the wrong dots there? Hi, Sonia. I don't know if I said hi to you. And hi, Arity, if I didn't say hi to you. Oh, I don't know what I was saying. Because I interrupted myself. That's what happens. Oh, collaborations. Okay. So, and the theme for that make along, it's not a crochet along, so it's any art. You can paint, you can cook something, you can do a drawing, you could do interpretive dance, you could write a song, you could write a poem, you can crochet something, you can knit something, you can whatever. It's any artistic outlet. The theme is it's summer down under, and however you interpret that. So that is on hi Lily, that's on in December with Live Fantastical, Michelle and Cheyenne. We'll probably do a live on my channel and then on hers, but it can be anything. You can start now, you just need to finish in December, and then it gets submitted to her, and I will be giving some prizes. She will probably be giving journals. Let me mention the journal because the journals are freaking awesome. Let me show you. This is my journal. This is their first iteration. They have several options now, and you can see I use it. And then in this one, let me get it nice and close. There's different little stick drawings, and it's both sides. So anyway, it's real fun. Some of them are unlined like this, some of them are lined, some of them have drawings all throughout, some of them just have art on the front and the back and inside cover. But yeah, as you can see, I use it a lot. For me, blank pages is my preference, because I don't know if you've noticed, that's just, I'm kind of like a little bit what would be the right description of how I do things? I think it's been called random chaotic with the way I organize. Even though I can be like wildly organized. It's my writing and like my brainstorming or whatever is random chaotic. I think that's what it's called. Yes. Okay. Yes, and I'm going to tell you guys now that that's not charging. My phone is not charging. That could be a problem. Hold on. Okay, I fixed it. It's fixed. All right. Oh, hi Sam. Slept in this morning, usually up at 5, so you actually slept in a little bit. Oh, well that's good for you, because I know you don't usually. So Sam is in Australia, if you don't know, by hook or by needles. What I was about to say is whether you're in the vertical or the horizontal, you can drop your links. Just give a little tiny break between, like a couple seconds. Hooks, HOOKS 247. And while you're doing that, I'm going to go over and make some quick adjustments, because I think my channel drops are going to get annoying. So I'm going to change my timers a little bit. So give me a sec while I do that. But hooks 247, go for it. Okay. Okay, that's one crochet along. So currently, if you didn't know, you can do a Tunisian project for Camille's creations. I'm gonna leave that one. Drop your channel. I'm gonna leave that one. Keep positive. Lexi, your channel will drop automatically. So it's up to you. Like I said, I'm fine with you guys dropping your channel. Crafty Witch 232 automatically drops as well. There's several that do, but yes, well, keep dropping your channels here for a second while and that goes to anybody. Hooks 247. You can check each other out. Now, if you're in the vertical, the links don't work, but I believe if you're in the horizontal, especially if you're on a computer, you can go check that out. Let's change that. I'm trying to make it so the drops aren't so obnoxious. Okay. Okay. I'm just, yeah, like I said, I'm just trying to make them a little further apart. Okay. Since it's cooler now, just leave the screen door. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yes, and you can drop your weather, too, if you're interested in seeing what everybody's weather is. Okay, and then what I wanted to do... Oh, I turned that off. I turned that off. Oh, I need to go into a different place, Nick, to do that other thing. Oh, no, I can put it here. New regular. Okay. Nick, what? Have you dropped your channel? It's Nick's Craziness. Wait, what's your... Nick, what's your channel name? I keep forgetting. Everybody's doing it politely there, so like I said, yes, go ahead, and if I don't have you automatically drop, then go, feel free to drop. It's not drop, Naomi, it's hooks 247. It drops them where you are. So if you're in horizontal, it's in the horizontal. If you're in vertical, it's in vertical. So that's where the channels are. So Naomi, it's hooks, HOOKS 247. And then Nick, I cannot for the life of me remember the name. He changed his channel to yes, my collaboration is in December. The one with it's Summer Down Under. Something that's interesting, apparently merino wool is all from Australia or New Zealand or both. And so it counts. It could be from South Africa. It could be from Antarctica. Because, right? Oh, my penguins disappeared. Oh, there it is. For example, these little guys, right? So anything in Antarctica, Galapagos Islands, Fiji. Fiji's in the southern hemisphere, right? It's still down under. Anyway. So anyway, oh no, you don't need to apologize. I'm just trying to help you out so you can get it, so your channel actually drops for you. No need to say sorry. Absolutely not. As you can tell, I figured a lot of things out since I tried this last time. And you're working on your RV. Yeah, nice. And are you in Virginia? I don't remember. It's up to you if you want to say. Anyway, yes, so if you don't know Naomi, then you can do that. But like I said, the cool thing about Live Fantastical, she will give one of these journals away, and you'll probably get your choice. And again, mine is just their original. Hang in there. Oop, hang in there. Trying to make sure it's good for the vertical there. Hang in there, and then it's got the little blank pages, but drawing. But yeah, you can see I've already spilt tea on it at least once, and I've already used it quite a bit. So, but it dried out just no problem. But yeah, you can see my chaotic randomness, like I said. People think it's really funny. Thank you, Nick's Crochet Craziness. Okay, let me try this, Nick. Nick's Crochet Craziness. Okay, let's try this. I think what this will do, Nick, is make it so you can drop a link, but you don't have like the moderator duties. But we'll try it out. Okay, let's see if I've caught up. You've been here, and yes, okay. Sorry, Sniper Boofy, I did not clarify who the heck I was talking to. Hello, Emily. How are you? Emily's in the vertical. Andy, you still have Bougie Crochet Hook. Bougie Crochet Hook. So, for the first time, speaking of that, for the first time I'm using my metal furls. This is a 5mm. Let me show you what I'm working on. I've got this flexible wire because it's going to be a witch's cauldron. Oops, sorry, I need to be centered. It's a witch's cauldron. But what's going to happen is these little ghosty pals, I've got 3 of them, I'm gonna crochet green and a leaf around here, and they're gonna hang off, and it's gonna be like they're the flowers. So that's why I have this wire that I'm gonna to silicone coated wire, I think is what they're called on Amazon. But I've used these for when I made an antler hat to make the antlers stand up. It was great. Oh, that's a notification. You can ignore that sound. I turned the volume off on my phone, but I didn't turn the other sounds off. Anyway, so welcome in, Emily. Like I said, hopefully I don't miss anybody else. Magic Frog. I need to practice. Yes, Jason. Yes, it's going to be so cute, right? Okay, let me give the rest of the story here. The reason I'm making this, let me show you, there's 3 of them. I can only grab 2 at the moment. Let me put my hook down. You could tell the heft of it. Oh, I'm trying to get it all on that vertical. Okay, you can kind of see the cauldron. So the reason I'm making this is my daughter, who's 28, so my daughters aren't children. My stepdaughters are teenagers still, but I also have a stepdaughter that's an adult right between my daughter's ages. But anyway, she works at the Botanic Gardens in Denver. And starting October 4th, they'll be doing something called the Ghost Tours. And what they do is they tell like all kinds of interesting history about the Botanic Gardens, because where the Botanic Gardens is built used to be a cemetery. Yes, you are so right, Renee. That's exactly what app it was. That app that you heard was my garage door app. Hello, Blair. How are you? Blair and Renee, if you want to drop your channels, if you haven't already, Hooks247. Blair, it may or may not let you. I think it will, but anyway, so they're doing ghost tours, and so she had this request, instead of a regular pot, to make it a witch's cauldron. She wanted it purple, and then she wanted this dirt to still look like dirt, but it's in the pattern I'm using, it's like slime green, so it's like poison, like bubbling up. I don't know if you can see the texture. So it's like bubbles there. But again, the wire is so that I have nice stability. And then I put it in as I did the magic circle, and then tightened it around the magic circle, or tighten the magic circle around this. And I can keep tightening that as I need to. But my idea was I needed it in there because you can see that that's wider. That part is wider, so I needed to figure it out there. And Blair's in the vertical for those of you who don't. Yeah, I know. Aren't these so cute? What's funny though is the pattern I'm using is actually for flowers. For Lily of the Valley flowers. And then I just tighten it up around, well, I put the eyes in, and then I tighten it up around the base to make them little ghosts. But that's how they looked in the pattern in Etsy. I'm not stealing their pattern in any way, because I will link it for Insta. Way to go, Blair. Blair's got 70. Tunisian project. Yes. Oh, yes, I did very much, Nick. I haven't looked at that pattern actually, but I turned in two, yeah, I know, right, Craft? This was seriously, it was Lily of the Valley flowers. And then when I got to the bottom and I had the tail, then I just kind of seamed it around and like cinched it a little bit to get that look after I put the eyes in. But this is very much your vibes. This was like so easy to make, but this whole project would be very much your channel kind of thing. I think it's going to be so cute. It's going to have a big leaf that will wrap around, and then it'll be green. I'll crochet around this, and then these will hang off like the flowers. Like I said, I've got 3 of them. None of them came out, like, they're all just a little bit different, because that's just how amigurumi is. Used the same hook I used. This is the hook I'm using on the cauldron. I used a 2.5 on the ghosts. So I used a little tiny hook. on the ghosts. But I will, when I post that, I will. Can I try one of my crochet? Yes. Do you have a free tutorial, Blair? Because I'm kind of bad that way. I know you have stuff on Etsy, but I don't know if those are your patterns or if those are your... Because I'm all about trying octos. Andy is who helped me with the octo on my thing. Okay, let me get back to collaborations. Tunisian. Let's talk about Tunisian. There's a Tunisian. I understand today is the 28th and the 30th is just in a couple days. But by midnight Central Time, the 30th, if you have time to make a Tunisian project, you do not have to have a Tunisian hook. This is actually called an Afghan hook when it's like this. I didn't care for using that. You can use a regular crochet hook if your project is kind of smallish, but you wouldn't want to use something that stops like this. You would want to use something more like this, maybe that isn't so wide. Oh, these bamboos, these would be perfect. So where it's, because if you're just going to do a small section and so you're not having to hold a lot of loops on your Tunisian project, you can do it. I actually think maybe next month or the month after that, I'm going to put a tutorial together where you can crochet around. I feel like that live chat is frozen. Yes. Nope, it's okay. All right. But if you're interested in Tunisian, this is. But you could crochet around a ponytail holder and make a headband or ear warmer, washcloth. There are so many small projects that you could get done in no time. A washcloth, I guess if you had a long enough hook like that, you'd be fine. You just wouldn't want too many stitches like crammed up against there. But yeah, you can do it around. The first time I did Tunisian, I didn't know it was called Tunisian, and it was around a ponytail holder. When was that? That was in May of 2023 that I did that, and did not know that was oh, thanks for coming over to the vertical, Jason. Thank you, and thank you for your moddy like posts. Yeah, these I'm so happy with how these came out. They're so darn cute. It's going to be so cute sitting on her desk at Botanic Gardens for the ghost tours. Now, if you're into that kind of stuff, historical stuff or paranormal stuff or both, the Denver Botanic Gardens. Yes, I know, Nick. Thank you. I'm amazed. I kind of find it a little bit surreal. I'm not going to lie to you, Nick. But yes, please like and subscribe, because I already have my watch hours if I can get to the 1,000 subscribers. So anyway, which would be amazing. I will do a celebration and a giveaway. I'll probably pre-plan it. Instead, I'll wait until I'm official before I before I do it. I already have a set of things I will be giving away. But anyway, so these ghosties are really cute. Oh, Denver Botanic Gardens ghost tours. It's not terribly expensive, and it's so interesting. Oh, it was built on a cemetery. That's what I was telling you. And the problem is that they didn't move the graves very ethically, and there were a lot of people buried there in the middle of the night that didn't have gravestones. It's all very fascinating history if you're into that kind of stuff. But anyway, that's why I'm making this. This is actually, I'm hoping to have this finished by Tuesday. You'll see this, well, Monday night, so I'm hoping you'll see this on my Tackle It Tuesday all the way done. I would imagine I only spent about, the ghosts I spent an hour or so last night, maybe 2 hours, and then this I've spent maybe an hour on. I don't think I've spent that much time on that yet. But anyway, but it's the first time I've used the metal furls. I have interest, I like it in some ways more. It glides a lot better. But I usually use like the resin furls, and the resin is so much lighter. Anyway, those are my bougie hooks. I got bougie hooks, no doubt. But anyway, it's a G 4.5. Your pattern is a G 4.5? A lighted hook. Oh yeah, I've got those too. Here, I'll show you. I believe I have a post for this on. Right. Hi, Maddie. How are you doing? There was something I was going to tell you, Maddie. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, mine. It charges up. This is from Amazon, and you can do row count and stitch count. And then if you use one of some of them are metal, and you can see I've had a lot of wear on them. There's a little wrench, but I'm not going to use the wrench. Let's see if it's charged up. It's not. I will charge it really quick, y'all. Now, are you all hearing a buzzing, or did I take care of that? Because I think I found a setting to fix that. Because there's a fan underneath my computer that I watch for. I'm trying to get. Come on. It's not. Oh my gosh! I yeeted myself out of my own vertical. That's special. Yeah. So. Oh, there. Okay. Let's see if it. Yeah. So it lights up. It's got a dim light and a bright light. That's the dim light. That's off. That's the bright light. Dim, off. So, the set that I posted is all plastic because I feel like this metal, like that's concerning that it's already wearing so much. You can tell I used them a lot at one point when my dad and my sister got this for me for one birthday, I think. Okay, so you don't hear anything. Good. Yeah, it's super bright. It's super bright. So I'm glad they have the dimmer setting as well, because that would be, like, to me, pretty miserably bright. And it's got a regular handle if you want to just use that instead of the one that you need to charge. Oh, I need to turn it off. Or does it just go off? I don't remember. It's been so long. All right. Put that in there. But I do, if you're interested, like I said, there's a post. It's a ways back. But it's all the plastic ones because I felt like they're more durable, and you don't want stuff rubbing off on your yarn from your hooks if you can help it. This is the brand. I'm not even going to attempt to try to say that brand. That's the brand. And I believe that's the same brand I posted. I know I haven't crocheted one darn lick, but that's okay because I'm actually keeping up with everybody, which is so much better. Oh, Linda said something. Hi, everyone. Oh, Linda's, okay, so let me talk about the collaboration. Linda's here. And I can't remember which is which. Oh my gosh, that's funny. The I and the O. I'm sorry, Sam, but that's kind of humorous. It tells you what letters you used a lot, I suppose. Oh. Okay, so what Sam's saying is she typed something. She typed "Hey Londa" instead of "Hey Linda." And then she said, Linda, sorry, the I and the O on my keyboard have both worn off, and I can't remember which is which is hilarious. Speaking of Sam, let's, yes, drop your hooks for 247. I haven't heard anything. Perfect. That's so wonderful. I think I figured out the setting. Thank you for the feedback. I'm okay. I guess my right ear is a little muffled, so there's a little bit of muffling. I'm going to mention this. I just got this today. So this is Crochet Knowledge. So this is the stitch and then what it looks like on the graph patterns. Now, I'm still going to use by hook or by needle Sam's tutorials on really understanding this, but I figure if I have her tutorials plus this reference guide, it's metal, then I should be good to go. If I have both her tutorial plus the actual visual, I want to learn how to do these graphs, like patterns written with the graphs. That's a long-term goal. I know Camille has the same goal. Anyways, by hook or by needle, Sam, if you haven't dropped your channel in the vertical, go ahead. Yeah, I'm so happy about this, Renee, right? It's so cool. Because the nice thing about the graphs is they're international. So the terms, quote unquote, translate. Obviously, that's in English for me, but the symbols mean the same stitch internationally, and that's why I'm super excited about it. I have been watching by hook or by needle Sam's, am I not on all messages? I am. Okay. Her tutorials, when she does a tutorial, she'll show you the graph grid for it and walk you through that. And I had at least partially learned it enough to do something. I started some pattern with it real quick to see if I had retained it, and I had mostly retained it. Oh, it's the thing. Okay, backing up. Here's Camille. Yes, this is Camille's pattern. It does look like the two. I didn't say how many yards this is. It's 8 ounces, 227 grams, 481 yards. Now that I've gotten this far, I got to the yellow because we had talked about if I needed to supplement, that I would use this colorway right here, my beeswax, and I would put it with the yellow here and just kind of blend it in for a few rows. I'd probably start in the center maybe. I don't know. I might outer pull that too. I don't know. But after calculating, I did a calculation earlier this week, but then I recalculated now that I have more rows. It shrunk down to 37 inches, which is fine. But in theory, I should get about 48 inches out of just these two cakes. But we'll see. We'll see if my math worked. That's great, Naomi. Way to go. Getting food, we'll watch. Yes, that's fine. Yes, get your food. Get your food. Love you too, Camille. And I was talking about your Tunisian. Let me talk about Camille's other thing. I have one of the projects sitting right here. This is also her pattern. This is the Nitty Gritty washcloth. I think that's what it's called. I have a friend that needs very thin yarn and very small washcloths because of a autoimmune disorder that she has, and so her grip is she has to grip pretty loosely, and anything too bulky, she can't grip it properly. So this pattern is part of the reason I did it now is Camille's doing the holiday challenge, and it's all the holidays that are coming up, all the fall, winter holidays. And you can do any of her tutorials. I have another one sitting right here. Oh, and then I need to go back and mention Linda's Linda's crochet along. So this is also her pattern. You can see it fits on my Chanelope. That's why I call her that. Chanelope Chanel. That's her name. But this is her tutorial. This hat not only fits the styrofoam head, which is a little bit small, it fits my head and it fits my husband's head. It's actually it's a gift for somebody at the 17-year-old stepdaughter's school. So, anyway, I like how the striped came out. It's a good pattern, simple. But her holiday challenge, if you do her tutorials or anything from the 25 free patterns list, the nice thing about the 25 free patterns list is it's all written patterns. So if you prefer the written patterns, sorry, that's pretty wonky. What? Oh, you guys don't need to see it twice. All right, let me move that just the tiniest bit. Okay. Now I need to do this. Nope, wrong way. Okay. Okay, let me finish talking about make-alongs or crochet-alongs. Okay. Hi, Maddie. Maddie, hi, ukulele girl. How are you? You finished your purse. Which one are you doing? Well, you don't have to say, but which one are you doing? You were doing a mosaic one, weren't you? Yeah, your granddaughter, the square cat ears hat. That is the easiest. It is the easiest hat. Oh, hi, Deb. Yes, this is Deb. This is your yarn you sent me a long time ago, and I said I'm going to make a Boggy Creek blanket. So I'm making one of Camille's blankets, and I have now done the math again, and the 2 cakes should be enough to get me the size I need. I really want to do that leaf purse for one of my friends. Oh, let me finish the crochet along. So Linda's make along. Let me back up. Camille's goes all the way through the end of November, so November 30th. Her Tunisian is September 30th. The holiday make along, which is again all the fall holidays, any of her tutorials, any of her 25 free patterns list, is it, and you can just do is the Southwest. Okay, I remember seeing it now. I remember which one you're working on now, Linda, because I did see that post. Oh, hi, Jay. How are you? So, for those of you in the horizontal, I'm going to talk to you real quick because I've been watching my vertical a little better. Deb's in the vertical. Deb Morgana is the one that gave me this gorgeous yarn that I freaking love. I have a mild addiction to Colorama Halo yarn. It's so soft. It's so soft. Oh, and I didn't tell you, I'm using an 8mm hook. Now, you can see I prefer the nice grip. I love these foam grips because they have the give. So I love them. Even on the big hooks. Little hooks, big hooks, I have different sizes. They were right there. Yep, there they are. I don't know where my red one is, but, and you can see different hook sizes. You can go, oh, there's my red one. So I have a smaller hook in there. Anyway, so I love these things. There's definitely a post about this, but that, again, very long time ago. Probably 3 months ago or more. Oh, darn it. Okay. Hi, Derek. How are you? This or this? Are you talking about this, the cake of yarn, or the hook? Yeah, it is kind of a big hook. 8mm is big. It's not as big as this 25mm that I did use. This is a huge hook. Congrats, Pookie's Forever. Pookie's Forever said, I just got a girlfriend. Okay. Okay. Derek, be more clear that the hook, this is the hook, the cake of yarn, or the giant hook, but I didn't think I showed the giant hook, but this is literally huge. So the hook or the cake of yarn? The hook, yeah. So an 8mm hook is pretty good sized. I'm going to get closer to the camera so you can really see. This is a little larger than you would normally use, but today I also use this hook and it's tiny. So, you know, I can use them all. I've used a 1mm hook too. This one is 2.5mm. This one is 8mm. The big giant ridiculous one is 25mm. But Nick sent me a picture. They do actually make 50. I do. I like big hooks and I cannot lie. You're correct, Nick. Exactly. I gotta remember I need to record a horizontal. Yes. Yes, it is helpful. Okay. Post a tutorial. Wonderful. Okay, let me see if I missed it. I haven't crocheted in years. My grandmother taught me, and I took a long break, Derek. I took a long break and probably didn't crochet anything for about 15 years. And then all I crocheted was kitchen scrubbies. And now I crochet all kinds of things. Here, just right in my reach. This is what I'm working on right now. This is going to be a witch's cauldron bubbling. And the reason there's a wire coming out is it's going to be like a plant with these little ghosties that are going to hang off like the flowers. And that's a project I'm working on. This is a washcloth I just did. This was with the 2.5 millimeter as well, millimeter hook, tiny hook. And then I designed this popcorn baby hat, popcorn box. It's like a box of popcorn. This is a baby hat. I figure it fits about 6-month-old. Is what I'm thinking, 6 to 12 months. Anyway. Yeah, it's been about 30 years. Yeah, and then what I did, my day was lovely, Eddie. I hope your day was too. Nick, yeah, tutorials are tricky. I will give you heads up. And yeah, if you're in either place and want horizontal, if you want to drop your channels, you can. If you haven't, or even if you have, it's nice to see you, Jay. Sorry, I'm really hoping that this is all showing. Top chat and then live chat. You know, it's going to be a double crochet. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. And I think I said hi to everybody. I think. Oh, hi, Lydia. How are you doing? So, yeah, you can, Derek, it's amazing with YouTube. You can pick it back up. I haven't started stitching yet, but I am going to be working on this ripple blanket as the plan. You can kind of see the curves there. And you're wanting to learn Pookie. I'm just going to call you Pookie. Or do you prefer he? H-E-E. It's in the vertical, so. You're going to do a blanket yarn. You're going to do it with blanket yarn. So, for those of you not in the horizontal, Nick is going to be doing a tutorial. Nick's crochet craziness. He's going to be doing a tutorial with something called blanket yarn, which is this really thick yarn. This you might use a 9 millimeter. Well, what size are you using, Nick? Because I've got all the sizes here. This is my favorite 9 millimeter. This is furls as well. So this is a size up from this one. You can kind of see. Oops, gotta pull it down and put my hand behind it, otherwise you can't see it. There. So 8 millimeters, 9 millimeters, a little bit of difference, but this is also a 9 millimeter. You can see I use all different materials on my hooks too. So this is a metal one. I feel like with my metals I have to have the foam grip. That one's wood. I don't think this is bamboo, but it could be. It's very light. And then this is resin. So I do all kinds of... I just use the hook that works with the project for me. And then I have the little plastic hooks, right? I use my little plastic hooks all the time. So, okay, not ripple, no, I'm going to do 4-way, and it's going to be just double crochet, got to run. Okay, yes, Andy, yes, you go ahead and head on out, and let me look and see. I've only been on 49 minutes. I got to go at least an hour. So, fixing your RV's TV, ooh, I think it's hard because I'm using the wrong one. That can absolutely be Pookie. Okay, I'll call you Pookie. So this yarn says, so you look at your yarn ball, you're going to look right here. I'm going to get it as close as I can and still be in focus there. It says right here what crochet hook to use, and this says a 6 millimeter. Now notice I told you I'm using an 8 millimeter. So depending on what my goal is, I want to make sure I get as much out of this yarn as possible. I went up a hook size. So you can see it kind of creates a little bit more gappiness because I went up a hook size. It would be more solid if I use that. Some people like the straight metal hooks like I had, like this. Some people, this is all they use. I have trouble, personally, I have trouble, and I also have, let me show you the difference here, Pookie. So this, the bigger one, this is called inline. See how it's like kind of sharp on the end, sharp on the tip? This is called tapered. I have trouble using tapered hooks because their necks aren't deep enough and they're not as pointing on. This is my own thing. I know lots of people that only use metal hooks like this. And then I also like what's called the ergonomic hooks, which is why I put the foam on there. Like, what was it? Like this one, where it's shaped like that, because it's all in how you hold the hook as well. And some people don't like resin hooks. This is the resin hook. Notice that these are all inline. So my first set was these tapered hooks, but I struggled with them. I really like these plastic hooks, but some people hate plastic hooks. But notice it's that inline sharp shape. Some people hate the inline. So you do have to try some different things. So if you have friends that craft, get down here so you can see it more clearly. If you have friends that craft, that crochet, keep moving down. I feel like I'm not showing you well. Oh. Yeah, you have trouble. Yeah. And aspire to be the best role model. Yes, I agree with that, Renee. Those are all I used. What did you use? Which one did you use? 7mm or a number 7? Pookie. Yes. Yarn looks better when it's worked up, and especially like if you get that hand-dyed stuff. Okay, see you in a minute, Sniper. Yes, using the wrong one. Okay. So there's 2 different ways to hold your hook as well. I don't know if you're aware of that. I hold it, so if I'm crocheting, I'm going to be holding it like this. And this is called a knife grip, I guess. I'm going to ignore it. Let me take my little stitch marker out. Stitch markers are really helpful, but if you don't have stitch markers, this was the pretty kitty. You can just use a safety pin. You can use a safety pin as a stitch marker, or stitch holder in that case. It was just holding my stitch. So I kind of touch the yarn, and then like I go through, and I pull through what I'm doing is a double crochet, and so I'm going to yarn over, and I like the way the inline grabs, and then yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. The pencil grippers, if you go look at, there's a few of them that you actually see them pencil grip. Crochet Rocks over in the UK. Another yarn, also here in Colorado. I'm in Colorado for those of you who didn't know. The tapered one, yes. Okay, so you were using I'm going to say, Derek, if you're having trouble picking it back up again, try an inline. See if you can borrow an inline from somebody if you don't want to buy one. The most common hook size for average for weight medium yarn is a 6mm. Like I said, even though this is classified as a 5 weight, which I didn't mention, bulky, chunky, depending on where you're from. 12 ply, I think, or is it 16 ply? I don't know. I think it's 12 ply in Australia. Anyway, try the tapered hook and see if that helps a little bit. But like I said, I'm a knife holder. Pencil holders, they move like, it's like this. I literally don't know how to do it, so I'm not even going to demonstrate. But they hold their hooks differently, and most people say it's all in how they learned. So my grandma taught me that way, so that's how I learned. But again, took a long break, so you can pick it back up. When did you start yarning? So the very first, when I started learning, hi, Sam and Colby Edits. How are you? I'm trying to catch everybody. Oh, good night, Arity. Wait, I don't hear the fan. Perfect, Arity, because you heard it last time. So yes, Yes, yes. Oh, it was hard to, you know why? Because I was facing away from the computer. I apologize for that. My long lost brother's name is Andy. The fan is also on loud. It's loud in here. Oh, your fan, Sniper Boofy, right? Arity, you heard the fan last time. Or it's Nick that's going, not Arity. Sorry. Arity's saying goodnight to Nick because Nick's going. I'm hearing Laura fine. But you have the earbuds. That helps. Yeah, no, sometimes when I face at this direction, I'm not facing toward the computer, so that's my bad. And I talk into the yarn, which is a sound, you know, right? It's like me doing this, you know, you can't hear me. If I talk into the yarn, it's not going to help you hear. So I will be more conscious of that. Yes, I realized it. I'm sorry, Arity. Yes, you were saying goodnight to Nick, and I realized it afterwards. Arity, how are you? What color nails did you do? Arity did some color street nails. Mine are these moons right now. What color did you end up doing, Arity? Oh, and I need to go back to Pookie's question was, when did I start learning or yarning? So when my grandma taught me when I was little. Okay, so you do hear a faint. Let me do this. Okay, let's see if that helps. Yeah, my bad. Sorry. Sorry, Naomi. I misled everybody down the wrong path. Oh, hello, Tina. How are you? I'm still answering Pookie's question in the vertical. I apologize, Pookie, that I'm disorganized. And Renee, which ones do you like? Do you have trouble with the furls, Renee? Or do you have trouble with the ergonomics? Or the tapereds? Or the inlines? Or the tapereds? Or plastic hooks, because some people hate plastic hooks. Some people hate resin hooks. It's all just... I tend to like all of them. That's probably one of my favorite, this wooden one, because it's so light. But anyway, so yes, different hooks matter. So still to go back and keep answering. When did I start yarning? Yes, this is called Snapdragon. I think I forgot to say that. This is called Snapdragon, this yarn, and it's working up beautifully, as you can see. Let me try to go flat so you can see the color changes. This would be called more of a self-striping as opposed to variegated, because it's creating pretty consistent stripe sizes here. The very first one isn't, because it was the outside pull, but the orange is about the same width as the pink as the yellow. So yes, very much liking it. Okay, how many colors of yarns do... Oh my goodness, Pookie. I wouldn't even know how to answer that. This is all one yarn that's created to self-stripe and make these colors. So it has these, this is a dark red, and then a red, and then an orange, and a pink, and a yellow, and it's about to go back into the dark red, and then the red. The dark red's here, and the red. And this that I have on here, it's a yarn, so you can pull the yarn from the outside if it's in cake form. This is called a cake of yarn. I still haven't answered all my questions, but how many colors of yarn I have? I literally wouldn't even know where to glass. Lightly pink opal iridescent. Look, see, this is so soft, Arity. This, it makes me want to like curl up in front of a fireplace with the yarn. It's just amazing. So, yes, how many colors of yarn? I can't answer that, but I can answer that this is all from one cake. And this, when it's round like this is called a cake. And that's my phone, so sorry about that. It's letting me know that. Crafty Witch went live, which is fine. Let me go here. She's the one that helped me. Yeah, seriously. It's so soft. It's got that little bit of fuzz. So the fiber content is 71% acrylic, 18% nylon, 11% polyester. The polyester, I think, is the fluff, I think. but I'm not sure on that. Anyway, I'm not getting much done on this, but that is okay because I'm answering questions. So all the way back, could you? Oh, Pookie, I get that. Hi, Reza. How are you? I haven't seen you in a bit. Well, no, you were on last week, I think. But I got this vertical and horizontal thing figured out. I just have to be better about saying who's saying what and where. Love this. Yeah. Yeah, I like lots of different colors in my yarn. I really do. And it's dropping some of my moderators' channels. Nick, I thought I set yours up, but I don't think I did. Oh, Nick's already gone to sleep because he has school tomorrow. Yeah, I get it, Pookie. My cats do that too. Oh, and it's dropping a bunch of channels, so. You are welcome to drop your channel again, Naomi, since they're doing a bunch of drops. Well, you can just throw yours in there while those are going. Hooks 247. Okay, Pookie, you're back. And I was saying I have cats that get into fights too, and they're like literally she is his mother, like biologically. She had 5 kittens. He was one of them. The other 4 were adopted, and he was the last of the 5 to get adopted. All healthy kittens, which I guess is rare to have 5 because she was a stray before. Anyway, neither here nor there. Yes, I have the 2 cats, and I have in the house. I have 3 dogs, but the dogs are really my stepdaughters. They're not mine. The cats are mine, and my husband would say none of them are his. He's kind of funny. He likes them all, but he wouldn't claim any of them. He's funny. But anyway, so when did I learn? I want to say my grandma started teaching me when I was 5 or 6. Definitely by the time I was 10. No, this is still the first cake. This is the second cake. That's what I'm saying. I've done some calculations. And I should be good, Arity. I think it could even get to 48 inches. Yeah, so this is still the first. Yeah, kitties. And unfortunately, Naomi, that's really common. People that even like cats, they're allergic, and so they can't. It's just too much. Because my son-in-law, my oldest daughter's husband, he loves cats. Loves them. But he's fairly allergic. He's more allergic to dogs, though. Yeah, so, yeah, I had to get a little further. Now, it went out to 40 inches whenever I did that video. But now it's kind of shrunk back to about 37 to 38 inches wide. But it's not 1 inch per row. How many rows is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. So this is 12 rows. Let me get my Pooh Bear measuring tape out that I love. And, that's centimeters. Right now at 12 rows, it's about 9, somewhere between 9 and 9.5 inches. And I did the calculations. I think I rounded down to 9. And I weighed this, and then I weighed this to see how many more rows I could get. And I think altogether I should get 24 inches out of this one cake. If I get 24 inches out of the cake, then that's 48. I'll probably just use it all. I don't foresee needing to do the beeswax that I put away, which I'm really happy about. I'd rather not use this because I have enough to make potentially a cardigan, maybe a hexie cardigan. Have you guys seen those octagonal? I guess that's how you would say it. Octagonal cardigans. It's all done as one piece. Like you start with a rectangle and you go around and around, and then you do this like octagon in the armpit, and then it makes the sleeves. It's fascinating. I've never seen one, and then I saw like 6 of them the other day on YouTube, and I was like, what is this magic? Anyway, I would like to keep that for a sweater. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, you know what? my cats would have a fit if I actually tried to put clothing on them. You have a crazy kitten, and a preppy cat. Okay, so I have a fatty catty, is what we call him. He used to be 18.5 pounds. Now he's down to about 15 to 15.5 pounds, just depending. Because sometimes my other kitty, his mom, she's smaller. She's I think she's 8.5 pounds. She likes to show up on my lives periodically. Also, if you look at my shorts, there's videos of my cats, little shorts of my cats, because they're kooky little kitties. But the orange and white fatty, he's a big guy, but she's pretty little. She's tortoiseshell / calico. Like, her back is very tortoiseshell, but then she's got the like white feet and a little white chest and a little bit of white on her face. It's like her I call it her black and white mustache, so you can imagine, like, under her nose, she's got, like, it's half black and half white, and it's very cute. She's a very cute kitty. But anyway, they are actually biologically related. Like I said, she had 5 kittens. He was one of them. He was the last one, and the shelter had a no mom left behind policy. So if you adopted if you adopted the kitten, not only did you have to adopt the mom, but you got the mom for free. So I've never had a kitten without having an adult cat to teach it how to be a cat. So yeah, no, I should be good, Arity. I'm really thinking and I did a very short tail at the beginning here to kind of manage that, but I think I'm gonna make it. And it looks like where that color ends. I may have to, no, see, it's pink in the middle. I don't know. It'll depend on where that color ends. It looks like it ends orange, which pink would be next, which is the inside of this one. So I might center pull on this one. We'll see. We'll see when I get there. I have an orange cat. I love orange cats. Oh, you have an orange cat that's a girl. So my big fatty catty, he is, so I'm talking to Pookie again. I still never fully answered the when did I start doing it? And my cats would hate me if I put yarn on them. No, actually the orange cat would try to eat the yarn, so we don't do that. But yeah, I'm so happy, Arity. I'm so relieved. My grandma taught me when I was, like I said, somewhere between 5 and 10 for sure. I know I crocheted through high school. And then sometime after high school, or maybe even by the time I was a senior in high school, I just didn't do it anymore. And then I picked it up again when I was just short of 40 years old. And I picked it up, and all I was making was kitchen scrubbies. And I had one in here, but my girl kitty named Missy, she took off with it, and I have not seen it since. She thought it was a cat toy because it's made with that nylon stuff. You know, I'm going to call it yarn. You can make it with tulle, but anyway, I'm trying to say, yes, same, yes. So, so that's, and then I started doing kitchen scrubbies, and then in 2021, my daughter said, my oldest daughter said, she's 30 now, she said that she wanted to, they were going to start trying to have a family and have kids. So I'm like, okay, I need to learn how to crochet a blanket for my grandchild. So I learned to crochet a blanket using YouTube. And my very first one, I completely pulled it out because it was like trapezoid. It was kind of not a rectangle. It was shaped kind of like that. It was terrible. I did not take a picture. I wish I would have. But I pulled that all out and then got some tips, watched some more YouTube videos, then tried that blanket again, and then it was perfect. I have shown that video on a Throwback Thursday. The colorway was succulent, and it was kind of greens. It was like, imagine some greens with these colors, and it was variegated. So it wasn't long stripes. It was like little short pieces of color. More like this, where it's all variegated and mixed together. So that was my first project, and it was in 2021. And in 2021, I made 21 crochet items, all different types too. And it's on my Throwback Thursday. So I'll do probably a full recap of my 2021. Right now I'm doing my 2020 and 2021 paintings on my Throwback Thursdays, because that's my other preferred. Like, I painted this. I love to paint, and I like to paint kind of strange mediums. I paint on canvas usually too, but I like to so this is on a, I don't know if this was juice or wine. I really don't know. Probably given that shape, it could have been, it still could have been either, like Martinelli's apple. So some of it wore off. So that's one of the things, if you're going to paint on glass, you have to, oh my gosh, I realized I have to go back and do make-alongs too. I still haven't answered all that. So not much crocheting is going to happen on this. That's okay. That's okay. You all get to see it, and that I'm going to have enough yarn, which I'm very excited about, because I still have that much left. So when you're going to paint on glass, you have to take what I watched on, again, YouTube taught me everything, because again, 2021, y'all know how that was. It wasn't 2020, but it was 2021. Not a whole lot different. Anyway, you take baking soda and some water, and you kind of rough up the edge so that the paint sticks. Because like down here, I must have done a better job. There's no like rubbing off, but up here, I don't think I like scrubbed it enough to scratch the glass so it would hold the paint, because this is just acrylic paint. But anyway, that's my stuff. You love to paint too. Oh yes, nice. I just painted, see, I'd have to pull myself out of the vertical. I don't want to do that because I want to look at chat. Last week or the week before? Last week or the week before, look at my Wednesday video, and I painted, it's like a Starry Night from Van Gogh, but I painted for this other crochet channel called Armchair Chef. Well, she's actually all kinds of things, but her name is also Lori, like mine, but her channel is Armchair Chef. So I painted her a painting because she has lots of yarn. So up in the sky, instead of just like balls of light or stars, and a moon, it's balls of yarn, and then I did a silhouette of a chef, and I did crochet hooks in her hand. So that one's really fun. But yeah, definitely do it. Do it, Pookie. I think that would be wonderful. So, okay. I don't know how well I'm managing having both of these. Thanks for all the thumbs up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Are we good on the sound? Yeah. I get it, Naomi. Now you're an hour. Are you Central Time, Naomi? And I know, Arity, you're Central Time, right? I'm having some candy with a KT. Whenever I hit my 1,000 subscribers and I schedule that, I will be doing some more tea giveaway, because my husband got me 2 more boxes of candy, of the K candy tea. Oh, make-alongs. Let's talk about that right quick. We talked about the holiday make-along. Any of her tutorials, of Camille's Creations tutorials. Hi, Chuck. How are you? So I will have enough yarn, since you're coming in on the vertical. Have a great night. Yes, okay. That was nice. Have a great night. Yes. 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 Central Time. Central Time. Yes. So it's getting late there. Yeah, I know. And some of you people have to work. I don't have to work. I'm a lucky lady. Well, I'm retired. I'm medically retired because of migraine, so it's not like I chose it. I was technically too young, but it's all right. I'm enjoying retirement and being a grandma, a Mima. It's a blast. But I am going to have enough. It could be even as long as 48 inches. It did pull in a little bit more as I did more rows. This is 12 rows. but it's only 9 inches tall, so it's not an inch per row, even though I am using that 8mm hook. So, but I still should, I recalculated it. I don't remember if I filmed it, but I think I did. But if I didn't, I wrote it down. And yes, oh, and then I'm making, this is going to be a little cauldron because my daughter that works at the Botanic Gardens, they're about to do their ghost tours at the Botanic Gardens, and I have 3 little ghosts that are going to be like the flowers. There's going to be a big leaf, like a calla lily leaf, kind of, well, I guess no, the calla lily is actually the flower. So a big leaf, and then I'll crochet around that in green, and then I'll attach these, and there's 3 of them. They'll look like little flowers hanging off of there, and she wanted instead of a flower pot, she wanted a little cauldron. Right, it's truly like, and the stripes are kind of shockingly consistent, right? Like they're about the same width. Right here, the dark red, not so much, but like if you put that together, they're about the same. It's kind of amazing. It is starting to shift into this color right at the beginning of this row. So it's starting to shift to that dark red again. But it's so stripy. It's like nice. It's a nice stripe. Right? It is so cute. I am very excited about this. I'm hoping this will be my Tackle It Tuesday and it will be done by then, because she needs it by October 4th. And I'd like to have it done Monday night, because then I can take it up to my older daughter. So it's my younger daughter that works at the Botanic Gardens and requested this. These things are amazing. But anyway, I go babysit on Tuesday, and my older daughter lives about 10 minutes from my younger daughter. I live about an hour from my younger daughter. So I'll just leave it with her. That way she'll have it in time for the ghost tours. If you're into that sort of stuff and you live in the Denver metro area, or even in the Springs or northern Colorado, Fort Collins, Loveland, if you live and you're interested in history and / paranormal stuff, ghost tours at the Botanic Gardens is fascinating. It's fascinating, even just from the historical point of view. Oh, sorry. But in the tutorial, it was like green, like slime green, like poison. But she wanted it to look like dirt, but it is nice and bumpy. And I'm following the pattern. It goes down like this, and I put that through the magic ring. So before I tighten down the magic ring, I put it in, and I can slide it, because I knew I wouldn't be able to get it in later because that end is thicker. But I can slide it to where I need it whenever I get to the cauldron. So that's at the base of the cauldron. Still haven't figured out how I'm gonna fully attach that, but oh, I squished him in. But yeah, I used a flower pattern for this, and then just did kind of a cinch stitch around and like pulled it into where I liked it. There's three of these little guys, and I kind of pushed them out to make them more round. And there's 3 of them, so they'll look like little flowers hanging off of there. This is what she requested. So she said, "Mom, can you make this for me?" And she sent me a picture of it on Etsy. I will link the Etsy. I did not purchase the pattern, so I'm putting together other patterns to do it. But anyway, oh, thanks, Blair. Central time. All right, just posted a new. Oh, okay, you got another video, Blair, and I know Blair was live. So yes, I will look at your. If you have a tutorial, I will definitely give it a shot. It will be a little bit, because okay, back to the make-alongs and crochet-alongs. So in September, I mentioned Linda's a long time ago, and I never said what it was. She's also working with Live Fantastical with Michelle and Cheyenne. And the theme is apples and harvest season. And I made a Halloween treat bag with an apple that I kind of created caramel on and put it on there. And then I had a squash or gourd and a pumpkin on there. But the bag was actually, Ian is a weirdo's Centro panel. I followed his panel tutorial on the Centro, which is the knitting machine. Anyway, so I did that. Shorts, and that was very nice. Oops, no. That's funny, Chuck. Yes, I do know Crafty is live. I did see, I got a notification, but I'd like to go at least 10 more minutes. But yes, you are all welcome to go over to Crafty Witch when you want, after this if you want. But let me keep talking about crochet along. So, Live Fantastical, if you get it by September 30th, so you got a couple days, you can make an apple coaster from, and you can double dip, from Camille's Creations holiday challenges. So that's not in her tutorials, but in her 25 free patterns list. I think it's coasters, COASTERS. You could make it. Hi Dan, how are you doing? Surprised you were able to pop over. I appreciate it. Even if it's just to say hi and drop a thumbie. If you don't, Dan, if you want, you can drop your channel Hooks, HOOKS 247. Hooks 247. So I know your channel is not about hooking, as in crochet hooking. So yeah. Anyway. Oh yeah, and I told you why I picked up. Okay, I did finally fully answer the question about when did I start to yarn. When did I learn to do this? Apparently my grandma knitted too, but she never taught me knitting. She only taught me crochet. Okay, crochet along. So you got the Tunisian that ends September 30th. You've got at midnight Central Time. You've got the Harvest one with Live Fantastical, Michelle, 1L in Michelle, and Cheyenne, SHIANNE. Their make along, which can be, again, anything. It's not a yarn craft. It could be a yarn craft, or it could be a painting. It could be a poem. It could be a song. It could be an interpretive dance. It could be whatever you want it to be. Yeah, thanks, Dan. Dan's channel is fun if you're interested. And then he's in the vertical for those of you in the horizontal. So I'm still trying to keep track of everybody. I appreciate all the thummies, and I appreciate the chat. And okay, crochet alongs. So in 2 days you have the Tunisian challenge with Camille's Creations, or the Harvest challenge with, and I said you could double dip with the holiday challenge, which isn't until it keeps going until November 30th. So if you made an apple coaster, you could submit it to both. Okay, good night, Naomi. I know it's late there. Thank you so much for being here, and thanks for your patience. I think I worked out most of the kinks with the vertical and the horizontal, I think, at the same time. So yeah. And if you, like I said, if you haven't, I know. No, I do, Dan. I think that would be spectacular. I think we all want to see that now. I do want to see you do an interpretive dance. Nobody's taken her up on it yet. Nobody's taken her up on that one. But any art form, any craft, it works. But it's apple or harvest. So I do not know how you could do an interpretive dance for harvest. Act like you're picking apples. Oh, there you go. Act like you were at an apple picking garden. But like I said, if you made an apple coaster from Camille's challenges, you could also submit it to Live Fantastical by Tuesday. That coaster you can make in it's so fast. Red apple or green apple or whatever you want. Yellow apples. There's all the different colors of apples, right? Or you can make a pumpkin or whatever. Anyway, yes, please do. Please do a hula or belly dance, Dan. I want to see it. I want to see it. And I know Andy Crafty Witch would want to see that too. But the person that you would submit that dance to, that then it would be shown, is Live Live, which I know can be pronounced live or live, but in this context it's Live Fantastical with Michelle, 1L in Michelle, and Cheyenne, Shianne. Okay, in October, oh, and I forgot, Armchair Chef. Armchair Chef has a September 30th deadline as well. Make something with Halloween colors. Like I made a bag with this purple. I know it doesn't really look purple. Its name is Eggplant, and I'm too immature to say that with a straight face. But anyway, I made a Halloween treat bag with that yarn. So it has to be something Halloween colored, Halloween themed, that something goes in. So you could make a hat, a purse, a bag, but not a blanket. A blanket, so you don't put a blanket. You don't put something in a blanket. You put a blanket on something. So she did clarify that. But a hat qualifies, or like I said, I made a Halloween trick-or-treat bag for my granddaughter. Hi, Random Reputation. And yes, Chuck, I know, I'm so immature. And Eloina? I'm guessing Eloina? Yes. Oh, you know what, Dan? You could do that hula belly dance for December, because the theme in December, I'm the collaborator in December. Linda's Crochet channel is the collaborator with Live Fantastical this month, but in December, the theme is, it's summer down under, so anything in Southern Hemisphere related. Is Hawaii in the Southern Hemisphere? I'm not sure. I'm kind of guessing it is, technically. Is it below the equator? I don't know. Oh, Naomi already went to bed. She would know the answer to that. Naomi's from Hawaii originally. Anyway, she's over in the other chat. But she already went to bed because she's an hour later than I am. All right, so, okay, so October, Live Fantastical, the theme is witch. Again, it could be a drawing, it could be a poem, it could be a song, it could be a dance, like I said, it could be a yarn craft, it could be a painting, it could be cooking. Cooking qualifies. So if you're making something with apples, you could submit that. I'm actually going to be making a very special Australian. Yes, do it, Dan. I want to see this. This would make me, it would make them super happy too. Do it. I want to see it. I want to see it. It would be amazing. And a hula dance to the White Christmas. I think that would be flippin' amazing. Amazing. Okay, good night, Tina. I know you're Eastern time, I think, if I remember right. All right. I made a bag with Halloween colors for Lori's. You did that as well. So, like a bag, like that you, like a market bag, or like a, oh yeah. You know, Arity, do something small. Like I said, my first one was around a ponytail holder. I didn't even know it was called Tunisian, so I used a regular hook, probably smaller than this. This is kind of a big hook. That's another 8mm. See, that's a tapered head. These are the same size hook. That's a tapered head, and that's an inline head. I struggle with tapered heads on my crochet hooks. So, anyway, that's why I use this one. But I need the foam grip. I need the ergonomic. That's just more comfortable for me, but a lot of people don't like that, and they like just the metal. So, whatever works for you. All right, project with a tote with a drawstring. Very nice. Oh, hi, Grave Historian. Okay, you're somebody that will appreciate this. So, what I'm making, it's not so much that you'll be super into red, right? Red. Is it 2 Ds or 1? It's going to be a little witch's, oh, I gotta be in the center here. This is the witch's cauldron here, and this wire, it's gonna get a leaf, and I'm gonna crochet green around it, and then these little ghosties are gonna hang off of it like flowers. And my daughter works at the Denver Botanic Gardens and requested this so that she could have it on her desk during when they do ghost tours. Because the Denver Botanic Gardens and Cheeseman Park here in Denver were one. Thank you, Red. I appreciate that. I got it now. I'll remember. These little guys, they're so cute. But they do these ghost tours. Well, the Botanic Gardens and Cheeseman Park were built on a cemetery. So it was formerly a cemetery, and then a lot of the stuff that goes on there, they think is related to the fact that many of the graves, first of all, weren't moved properly or respectfully or all kinds of things. Additionally, a lot of people were buried in this cemetery because they couldn't afford it in the middle of the night. So there were all these unknown people. So yes, grave historian, you check out Denver Botanic Gardens and Cheeseman Park here in Denver. I can't remember how to... I think it looks more like Chessman than Cheeseman, but I can't remember. But seriously, the background there, the history is fantastic. And I think you, in particular, would find it super interesting. But they're doing the ghost tours, and they talk about all that history, and then they talk about some interesting kind of incidences that they've experienced. But she wants this on her desk for ghost tours. I keep forgetting to center. Sorry, y'all. Let's do that. Okay. So this is what the blanket I was going to work on, but I haven't worked on it. But it's a nice background and it's pretty. But yeah, that's what I'm doing there. Let's see. Sorry, it dropped a bunch of channels all at the same time. Okay. So my December collaboration with Live Fantastical Michelle is it's Summer Down Under. So anything Southern Hemisphere related. And again, it could be food. Oh, what I was saying is one of the things I'm doing is I'm actually making an Australian dessert that I love. It's hard to get it actually totally right here in Colorado for two reasons. We're super high altitude and we are super dry, as in like we're a desert. And so yeah, it's challenging to get it to come out right, but I still make it anyway because it's amazing. It's something called pavlova. Got it in your notebook. Perfect. Yes, you will love what you find there. You will read, I promise. You are going to be fascinated. Cheeseman Park has even more of the paranormal documentation, but Botanic Gardens does more of the history along with it. And yeah, that whole area was this giant cemetery. It was, it's going to be... Oh, thank you. That's so nice, Chuck. I'll try. It's so funny. I had no idea that I was artistic. I was a mathematician. For those of you who don't know, I taught math, high school math, for nearly 25 years. And it was sometime in my late 20s that suddenly I realized I had some artistic talent, which is so funny that I had no idea, absolutely no idea. And it was actually a pumpkin carving contest. This is where I learned I had artistic talent. I know, funny, right? It's funny. I looked at a picture of a Scooby-Doo and then used a toothpick and kind of created that same look. I didn't stick the paper on the pumpkin, but I was able to reference. I didn't know anything about art, so I didn't realize. And then everybody was like, holy moly, I wish I had a picture of that. It was such a cool little pumpkin. It was a real pumpkin, so obviously it didn't last long, but I did win a contest with it. But I didn't know, and that was one of my first clues that I was a little more artistically talented. Not that I'm an artist, but... Oh, yes, I'm glad you saw that. You know what? They might... Red, now that you say that, the live stream content... I feel like they might have a virtual option. Either Cheeseman Park or the Denver Botanic Gardens. Check and see if they have a virtual option. I feel like they have something like that. Or there was a documentary about it. Or maybe we could coordinate and I could go to it, and I don't know. Maybe we could work something out, Red. Hello, Felix, I'm assuming. And I don't speak anything. Happy birthday. It's somebody's birthday. I can't pronounce that first name, I'm sorry. Felix and Han. Happy birthday. It was somebody in here earlier was Sniper Boofy. Sniper Boofy it was their birthday today. Let me cook. Yeah, see, and I was just talking about cooking, that because I live in Colorado, not only do I have a problem with high altitude, it's also very, very dry here, so you have to compensate for a lot of issues. But yeah, check and see, Red. And then email me. Here, I'm going to put my email in the chat. Oh, you're in my horizontal. Hold on. Let me go in here. I'm going to type my email in the chat just so you have it. And maybe I could even connect you with my daughter again. She works there. She's a full-time. She's in charge of coordinating adult education at the Denver Botanic Gardens, so classes and stuff. And she's very involved with the coordinating and kind of event planning for the ghost tours. Okay, so I'm going to pop into the horizontal on my computer here so I can type. Oh, mute. Sorry. Hopefully that was very momentary. Here's my email, Red. It does not match my channel, and I apologize for that. It's Lori's Crochet Hutch at Gmail. There it is. So you have that if you need that. Anybody can use that. Hi, RoseTube. How are you? Oh, K-pop. K-pop is cool. Stray Kids. So I am actually tutoring a 6th grader who is obsessed with Stray Kids, by the way. So I have a goal of actually making a little amigurumi. Here's another thing I made recently. I can reach this. It was 70s themed, clearly. I gotta get back over here so I can see. Open. Why is it not opening? So this is a 70s theme doll I made. But I made it so like you can take off it. It's like just 2-dimensional. Like the doll is 3-dimensional, but you can take off its hair. I just didn't have a time to make more hair, and it was 70s themed, and so I crocheted all these little clothes that you can take off. Very gender neutral, so I could make all kinds of different clothes. And then I put the little wires in there so you can like bend the legs. Anyway, so I make all kinds of stuff. I don't know why I was talking about that. Why was I talking about that? Oh, Stray Kids. So Stray Kids, I want to make a doll. I want to make one of the. I don't remember which one. I have to ask the mom which one. Yeah, that's fine, RoseTube. You can jump in and out. That's fine. Drop your channel, RoseTube Hooks, HOOKS 247. Oh, let me do this. Thank you so much, Sam. Oh, hi, yes, ukulele. Okay, so ukulele girl's over in the horizontal, Felix, and she says she first of all, she makes great amigurumi dolls. But she says she's making Rumi from K-pop Demon Hunters currently. And I have heard of that band. but I don't know K-pop music. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize that I don't know it. But yes, I wanted to let you know that. I'm trying to tell the, yeah, so rose tube, if you're still in here, hooks 247, or ukulele, hooks 247. Sam, you just did, right? Yes. Now I have 2 thumbs. It actually showed more than that. It showed, on the horizontal, it showed 17 at the moment. But I want to make sure, so like, I have to stay in Streamlabs to see what you're seeing on the vertical and the horizontal simultaneously, but I have to have you on my phone to see what's in the vertical channel. Can you slow down so I can? Yes. Hooks, HOOKS 247. Go ahead, Rose Tube. Go ahead. Hooks 247. We're giving her a chance. 20 on the horizontal. Yeah, thank you. So I'll probably go maybe 15, 20 minutes. Did you get it, Rose Tube? I'll demonstrate. I'll demonstrate so she can do it. So what I try to do is after the live stream, I try to, yeah, you got it. You got it, Rose Tube. It didn't drop. Why didn't it drop? Darn it. I might have to drop your channel. Sometimes it's weird about it. I'm watching on 134 likes. Yeah. The verticals do a little better. This is why I wanted to do this. So like my regular subscribers, like the horizontal, like, but there's some of you that prefer now you're on both. Perfect, ukulele. Now you can see. I don't know why RoseTube's channel didn't drop. Do you have a space in front? I don't know. Try again. And if not, I can just, you know what I'll do? I'll go grab it. YouTube. And then RoseTube. It's 2014. Hopefully I can find her. Yep. Yeah, so sometimes, oh, she's so close, guys. Let's help Rose get to 50. Because she's at 43, and when you hit 50, that's a significant milestone. So I'm going to drop it in the horizontal right now. Control B. There's her channel in the horizontal. I'll figure out how to do, yeah, ukulele. Yeah, it worked for ukulele. I don't know why it's fuzzy with Nick too. It doesn't let Nick drop his channel. I need to link his so his just drops. But yeah, I know it's, oh, so you're seeing 19 thumbs. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, this platform, Streamlabs, it's free. I don't do the paid version of, 1 month I did the paid version of Restream because I had 10 people on at the same time. So yeah. Anyway, that was a little, I like the horizontal. You're right, exactly. Chuck, that I'm with you. I see that Red made it over to the vertical. Red, go ahead and drop your channel there too. Okay. And then what I try to do is afterwards, I try to go in and edit my description box and do put the channels that drop their links into the description box. You know what I should do? Maybe I should do it as a pinned comment. I wonder how long can you make a comment? I don't know. Pretty long because I've done timestamps as a comment. Okay, I might do that instead of just putting it in the description box. That way all the links, people that are vertical are only seeing the vertical links, and people on the horizontal are only horizontal. Yes. Let's see if it works, Rose. Yay, it worked this time. Yay, hooray. And Red, did you drop yours yet? Okay. That's an interesting trick, Sam. I didn't know that one. I will keep that in mind. Thank you. Yeah, Restream is probably worth the 20 a month because you can record it. Exactly. Hi, Susan. Nice to see you. You're in the horizontal. Susan says I'm a supporter of craft channels. Craft, C-R-A-F-T. Oh, I didn't finish October crochet along. So, October. Live Fantastical is anything witchy, like I said, but that can be any craft. Cooking, art, poems, drawings, paintings, yarn crafts, interpretive dance, whatever you want. That's Live Fantastical. Then Armchair Chef, she's doing an awareness ribbon. Any awareness, any project that you add an awareness ribbon to, and not just the typical October breast cancer awareness. It's breast cancer awareness is important, and I definitely participated last year. This year I'm going to do blood cancer awareness. I have 2 friends that are impacted by that. So okay, very long. Okay, that is good to know. Thank you, ukulele girl. Oh, and Susan E. So you like craft channels, so I'm all like Sam by Hook or by Needles, and then RoseTube just dropped, or I just dropped RoseTube's channel. Sam, if you want to pop over to and Red's calling you Susie, so you must know Red. Sam's got a great craft channel. There's other craft channels that have dropped in here, ukulele girls craft channels. It's funny because when I first read your comment, I read it as, hello, I'm a super supporter of craft channels. I was like, what's a super supporter? What do you mean by that? So I do all kinds of crafts. But okay, so October, we've got awareness ribbon, whatever color ribbon you want, which the blood cancer ribbon is about this red color, if you can see that. Kind of a deep red. I'm making something else with these little ghosties. And then the witchy stuff, October. I know there's something else in October, but those are the ones that come to mind. November, Live Fantastical is cornucopia, and whatever that means to you. You can, again, cooking could be one of them. One of the things you do, because that's a craft. Baking, particular. Well, yeah, baking and cooking, both. Anyway, so to drop your channels, if you're interested, like I said, Red, if you wanted to drop it in the vertical, yep, I see it. You got it. And Sam's dropping it in the vertical. Sam, once that drops, if it doesn't cooperate, try it again. Okay, it dropped you. If you want to pop over into the horizontal real quick, that's where Susie, I guess. I don't know if I can call you that, since this is, I think, the first time I've met you. Anyway, I'm making a cauldron instead of a flower pot, and then it's going to have a big leaf, and then I'm going to crochet around this, and then the little ghosties are going to be flowers hanging off of there. So that'll be super cute. This is for my daughter who works at the Botanic Gardens. They're about to do their ghost tours. This is the ripple blanket that I was going to work on, and I literally did one double crochet. That's okay. I love the way this yarn is working up. It's striping so beautifully. This is Camille's Creations. Again, her stuff is ongoing, so you can make as many projects. You get each different pattern that you use, either from her 25 free patterns list or her tutorials. Each different one. You can't make, I can't make 20 of these and get 20 entries. It's one entry per different pattern. But you could get 100 entries, I suppose, if you made 100 things from her lists. I'll show you guys this. This one I made on the knitting machine. Some of you watch, many of you watch Crafty Witch. So I added the glasses recently, but the snowman, his hat, which is removable, and his scarf, cowl, I guess, because I sewed it together because it didn't totally work out right. All of that was made on the Centro, the knitting machine, the circular thing she was, Andy Crafty Witch was making hats on the other day. there you go. So I use that sometimes too. Sunday nights are this is the only time I'm consistently live, Sunday nights, but I know Crafty had to get on, so yes, so Sam is in Australia, if you didn't catch that, and she actually teaches how to read this. So these are the symbols for what's called the pattern graphs. So this is called Crochet Knowledge. But she teaches you how to interpret that. And this is between her tutorials and this that I just got. It just came today. I ordered it like a month ago. Anyway, it just came today. Because this is the international way to read a crochet pattern by having the graphs. So, but Sam will teach you that. Sam does other stuff too. I'm not saying she's got quite a variety of stuff. I actually think look at her playlists, Red. There's some specific stuff you might be interested in that she does. But yes, Susan E. But not so Grave Historian's new to you. Yeah, Red is cool. I like Red's content a lot. Obviously, so different. Oh, my snowman! I know. The glasses are just like take him to my panic button just fell down. Oh. Which is funny, right? This is my panic button. It's like for the olden days, like where you have a lighter, right? And you put that in your panic button. It's funny. But yeah, he's too cute for words. I added the glasses. I'm like, okay, this is the cutest snowman I've ever made. It might be the only snowman I've ever made. No, I think I made one other snowman. But I love my snowman. All done on the knitting centro. Do you have one, don't you, ukulele girl? Okay. And RoseTube's getting subs. But yeah, that's my sense of humor. I have an eject as well. There. Where's my eject? And that would be really funny in your car, right? Oh, that's coming unscrewed. Let me fix that. If you put that in the lighter, if you have a car that has one, to have an eject button and a panic button is funny. It's funny. But I do love my little snowman. He's too cute. And it was so easy. This was on the 22 pin centro. The hat was too, and so was the cowl. The cowl was done as the panel, so you go back and forth. But my panel was not looking too good. That's why it's not a scarf. I see I've got a loose. I think I didn't tie something in there. Okay, let me figure out where that stitch is. What's going on there? Okay, I think I did not weave in my ends. I think that's Lori didn't really finish. All right, but when I got these, I ordered a bunch of these because I thought they were too cute, and I'm like, I stuck them on the snowman. I'm like, that is the cute. Oh yeah, I probably wouldn't stick it in a lighter because yes, this gets extraordinarily hot. I just think it's funny to have them, and I can, my panic button. It's funny. That's my sense of humor. And if you didn't see my Decade Divas, her little bell bottoms are coming off. Let me fix, or his, I don't know, it's gender neutral. It was the 70s. I really don't know. This could be either. Oh, the hair's falling off too. All right. So I designed it so you could change its clothes. That's my Decade Divas project. If you haven't seen Camille's and Archer Chef's Decade Divas, they're fun. They're the ones that come to mind. All right. So yeah, that was a collaboration that's still ongoing. This week, if you're interested in making a 70s project, I know ukulele, you were thinking about it. This is the week to post a picture on the Spoonie Stitcher or Critters Crochet. Critters with the apostrophe, I think. Yes. Anyway, I try to keep my stuff. My granddaughter wasn't interested in the 70s look, so I'm going to have to make new clothes for my granddaughter to want that. She's asked me about the Care Bear I have, but I'm not going to pull the Care Bear out. It's shoved in there really good. That's actually going to Belfast. My husband's originally from Belfast, and I'm friends with one of his friends when I went out there. Yeah, right? Exactly. Oh. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, those, they're not safe. There's a reason they don't make them anymore. Now they just make USB ports. So you don't need the lighter adapter to do your charging in your car. Anyway. So let me see. What else did I miss? The city or the zip code. Oh, so you can do either. You can put city or zip code. Yes. Sometimes, like if your city is... Okay, I'm going to use an example. There's a city called Lakewood in Colorado. But if I just put Lakewood, it's going to pull Lakewood, California, because Lakewood, California is gigantic. So sometimes it takes both. Are you... So, yeah. Or you can do city, state, or city, country, or zip code. And it even takes... there was somebody watching me live the other day when I was on kind of midday in the UK, and it took her postal code. So, oh, hi, Dorothy. How are you? Dorothy's in Tasmania. For those of you that don't know Dorothy, you need a space between weather and yes, and the place name, yes. Not in a weird way. It's so bad I'm gone. You're right. They do. You're right, ukulele. They do. The lighters, they look touchable, but it is so hot. So my daughter shorted out a fuse in an old car back when she was, my daughter that's now 30, when she was little, she shorted out a fuse in a car because she stuck a penny in the lighter thing, and it just popped that little fuse, so we had to find it. But that was back in the day. You could actually fix stuff in your own car, not like these days where you have to be an electrician to fix your car. Oh man. So just for the entertainment, so you can all see what I was saying about how dry Denver is, I'll do Littleton. That's closer to where I live. Oh, Sniper, I was just saying, somebody came in and said that it was their birthday. Hi, Renee. It's good to see you again. Yeah, 77%. Let's see. We're at 58%. That's high for us on humidity. We're often in the... Oh, you're sick? I'm so sorry, Dorothy. It's wintertime there. No, you're just shifting into spring, right? Just starting to shift into spring. We are definitely shifting into fall. I'm so sad. The tree out in my backyard. Yeah, 36. Whose is that? Roses. Drier than we are. Are you in Arizona? You don't have to say. You don't have to say. Oh, no, Tayab. That's Sam. Sam is drier than Colorado. So, you're just, Rose Tube, you're misspelling weather. It's W-E-A. Oh, Cairo. How cool. Granddaughters. Oh, I'm so sorry, Dorothy. Everybody's sick. Cairo, 72. 80% humidity. That's a lot for you, right? That's really high humidity for Cairo, I would think. Because I would imagine you're like that. It's still cold there, Dorothy. Okay. Yeah, I feel like spring is when I tend to get, the colds and the flus and the yuckies. Nice of you to join us. Literally Taruko. I'm going to guess on that pronunciation. I don't know. But okay, I'm in the vertical and the horizontal. So yeah. 94. Oh, Sniper. 94% humidity. Gross. Okay, Rose Tube, what's happening is you're spelling weather incorrectly. That weather is weather or not. The weather you want that's about the temperature, W-E-A-T-H-E-R. In case you weren't aware, I was a high school teacher, but I was a high school math teacher, so I Yes, Weather. See how Grave Historian spelled it? That's what you want to do. Oh, Graves, you got, it's pretty humid where you're at. Oh, and you actually have light rain. Yeah. It's a little bit warmer. Let me look. Did you drop it? Tasmania, I didn't see. Cairo's shockingly humid. That's mind-blowing because I think of them as they are drier than us because they're right on the edge of the Sahara, right? Oh, autocorrect. I'm sorry. Autocorrect does. Oh, 47. Yeah, that's not awful, but with 58% humidity, yeah, I guess that would feel chilly, but not terrible. Yeah, no, that would be pretty chilly. 47 or 8C. And you can do zip, yeah. Ascension. Is it supposed to happen soon? That's fun. Oh, Renee. Let's see what Renee did today. It was a nice day to hold on to summer a little while longer. Oh, 15 miles. Nice. Oh, and you had a swim. How nice. And then you heard of, oh, Godsmack. Yeah, I've heard of Godsmack. I'm looking back at the horizontal here. Godsmack? Is it Godsmack or Gobsmack? Godsmack, right? Because gobsmacked is like when you're surprised or shocked. Godsmack. That is an old band. That's an old band, Sniper, like, I want to say from the 80s or maybe even the 70s. I've heard of them, but I don't know their music either. That's, yeah, metal bands, yeah. Yeah, they were one of your least favorites. Okay, so it is Godsmack. Yeah, I was saying gobsmacked and realizing no, that's a term. That's like to be surprised. That's not the band. Godsmack, yeah. Years ago. So, oh yes, with Black Sabbath, that makes a lot of sense. Red, that they were in concert with Black Sabbath. That makes sense. Yeah, lots of rain. Oh, is that typical for you? Oh, you're in Southern California. South Carolina. Oh my goodness. South Carolina is where my cousin lives now. She moved from Colorado a couple years ago. Big promotion, but she works for Cummings, the company. What is Cummings? Because it's not an automotive company per se, isn't it? An engine company? I don't know. Whatever they are, it's coming. Cummins, I think. Lots of rain. So Dorothy, is rain pretty? Oh, you're under hurricane watch. Stay safe. Stay safe. We had a random weird hailstorm the other day, but it was so warm before it. The hail was pretty soft, so didn't really cause damage. Truck engines. Thank you, Red. I'm trying to keep it up. Marilyn Manson. Okay, yeah, Marilyn Manson is interesting music. I like Prevail and Falling in Reverse. Way better. Yeah, I'm not much of a metal girl. I just never have. Even though I grew up my teens were in the 80s. I was in my teens in the 80s, so like I was definitely in the era of hair bands, or metal, but they had the long hair, so we called them hair bands. That just wasn't my jam at the time. I like a variety of music. I would say my least favorite is country, though. I don't particularly care for it. I don't dislike it the way I used to dislike it. Now it's just, I just wouldn't probably choose it. I don't listen to a lot of music, honestly. My husband listens to music all the time. But yeah, are you headed out, Sniper? Yeah. Sorry, I don't. Yeah. Zach Bryan. Okay, that is my daughter. One of her birthdays, I got her. Wait. Zach Bryan. Zach Bryan. No, she went to Luke Bryan. Sorry. I got her concert tickets to Luke Bryan when she was a teenager. Yeah, so it's been nice to get to know. Okay, well, it's been fun seeing familiar names, but I need to actually do something. Right? How much did I get done? Literally one double crochet. That's okay. That's okay. I'm at the 2-hour mark. So, oh no, I wasn't leaving. You were saying bye as. Oh, you do like country? That's okay. Like I said, I don't dislike it. I used to dislike it. It's just, it would not be my go-to. I'm more of a rock, bluegrass, and bluegrass gospel. My mother loved bluegrass music. Bluegrass and classical, and then my dad listened to Black Sabbath and all that stuff. So my parents, so I had a very diverse experience of music growing up. So my dad liked the metal stuff. My dad liked Led Zeppelin. I think he saw Led Zeppelin in a concert. I think he did. This was a world record. Oh, really? Where at? What city, ukulele? Zach Bryan broke the world record for biggest concert in the U.S. What city? Because it's all about your venue, right? 1 year anniversary. Oh, wow. That's been a... Okay, so we'll be sending good vibes and prayers, Red, because you don't need to go through that again. That Hurricane Helene was devastating. Absolutely devastating. My husband's in the National Guard, and I thought he might get called in to go help down there. But they didn't end up needing Colorado's help at that time. They got the more local states. Because that's what they do. They go help. I mean, in the past, that's how the National Guard's been used to go help in those emergency situations. It became I used to be, my first husband was a youth pastor, so I understand that. Because I was definitely into, I can't think of the name. Toby Mac, but what was the band he was in that was kind of... Hi, Sonia. Okay, bye, Dorothy. Thank you so much for coming in. And it is dropping 112,000 people. What? Wow, Michigan at the big house in Ann Arbor. Okay, that's why, because they had a big enough venue. Wow. Anyway, well, I can tell that I have met my brain power here, but my brother-in-law used to be the bishop at the LDS. Oh, okay. Oh, at the specific one? Oh, is your brother-in-law doing okay? That's heartbreaking. That whole situation is just heartbreaking. I'll just leave it at that. Heartbreaking. Yeah. Late, yeah. Yep. Yeah, I didn't. All right. Yeah, okay. I'll be sending prayers and positive vibes to your brother-in-law, because I can imagine that has a different kind of impact on somebody that had that kind of connection. They're fine. Husband's in, yeah. So your husband's been there too. So yeah. So I'll just send you the positives and the prayers, because like you don't necessarily always realize how it's affecting you right away. So we'll just think about him. I'm playing Minecraft. Minecraft is cool. Yeah, I'm always in the RV. Yeah. All right. Oh, and Navy chaplain, how cool. My husband is in the Army National Guard here in Colorado. He was a parachute rigger for about 32 years, and then they just moved him to a desk job. It's probably because he's not young. He's no spring chicken. Here at the Colorado headquarters, so you retired, so you're not still doing that. Yeah, chaplains, that's such a valuable and important job. And yes, and Renee, yes, Red is the grave historian, and Renee was in the Marines for a very, very extended period of time. Grave, if you're interested, I already hooked Renee up with her, but there's a content creator named, and I'll type it in, Ola Joe Crochet. It helps if I spell right. Crocheting Sailor. She is doing a group of people that make content on YouTube. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be crafting content on YouTube that are formerly in a branch of the military, any branch of the military. So check her out. I put spaces in there, but that's just so you could see it. I didn't drop the link, but Red, if you're interested, because she wants to be kind of a support group and help guide you. Yeah. And you work for the Navy after you got out of service. Yeah. That's very similar to another yarn. I don't know if you knew that about another yarn, Shannon Renee. She was in the military a very long time, and then when she got out, she did a civilian job for the military. I don't remember which branch. I want to say Army, but I'm not positive on that. Anyway, so you all take care of yourselves. But yeah, Renee and Red. What am I making? So what I was making, theoretically, was this ripple blanket. Rose Tube is asking, and just went and said, perfect. Yeah, check her out. And then just send her an email. Tell her about your background and maybe that you're interested in. Tell her you heard from me that she was doing something, because this was 6 months ago she was talking about it. So, but I'm sure she's doing something to coordinate connecting people. So, and she knows me, as much as we know anybody on YouTube. But y'all have national park, yeah, national parks, state parks. We got it all. We have Rocky Mountain National Park, is very large. And you can pretty much always go and see really amazing animals there. if any of y'all are interested in that. Here, let me see. I've got a... Darn it, where is it? Sorry, I have a calendar that is national. It's made by the national parks. So some of the proceeds went to the national parks, but yeah, we got state parks, national parks, we got it all. Anyway, it was Starry Night inspired calendar in Rocky Mountain National Park. Yeah, here it is. Let me see if I can find Rocky Mountain National Park for you all. It's very pretty. I really got this for the art because I'm going to turn it into something. Rocky Mountain National Park is actually January. So there it is. That's their interpretation of what Rocky Mountain National Park looks like, done as a Starry Night painting. Rocky Mountain National Park was established on January 26th of 1915. Home to over 350 miles of hiking trails. Boasts the highest continuous paved road in the U.S. It's called Trail Ridge Road, which often it offers stunning vistas above the tree line. It's way above tree line. But yeah, it's really cool, and it connects. Like on one side, you've got Estes Park, which is gorgeous and amazing, and then if you go across Trail Ridge Road, you get into Granby and Grand Lake. Also beautiful. So anyway, it's now we're at 2 hours and 15 minutes. I really do need to let everybody go so you can all go over to Crafty Witch and tell her I sent her back to you, or back to her, and I will see you all later. I appreciate you. coming in and your patience with me working with this horizontal and vertical at the same time. I'm very happy that it worked this week much better than last week. So, and this was courtesy of Crafty Witch. She told me about that Streamlabs let you do this. So, all right, thank you all for coming in. And how I always end, again, formerly a pastor's wife. Thanks for coming in, and can I get an amen? Good night, Erdy. Good night, everybody. Oh, good. Good. Head on over to Crafty Witch 232 Andy if you're looking for a live to watch. All right. See you all later. Good night, Renee. Good night, Red.